And everyone's assuming that Zach Wilson goes number 2 and the Niners make this decision between Mac Jones and Trey Lance. But there's still a possibility that the Jets make the right call. Because in my opinion, Zach Wilson should not be the number 2 pick. I don't think he's the second best quarterback in this draft. I like Trey Lance better than Zach Wilson. You know? I might even prefer Mac Jones. Let's just put it this way. Let's say the Jets take Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Justin Fields, anyone other than Zach Wilson. Do you think the Niners will shock everyone and take Zach Wilson?
No, absolutely no way.
Why?
Wow. The biggest flaws with Zach Wilson right now is that, he hasn't played a great team. When he played the top 25 team during his college career, he is 2-4.
I think 2-5. I could be wrong.
2-5, sorry.
Either way is bad. It's not good.
Yeah. And remember when this season he played against the Coastal Carolinas defense, which was in the top 20 in the country. When I will analyze every aspect of the game, he struggled as well. And he will have way harder time in the NFL against NFL defenses. That's why and I'm pretty sure that Kai doesn't want a guy who just can't solve these problems with these defenses himself. He's a great guy. He has some wonderful great throws, intermediate levels as well. He's great when throwing the balls to mid distance, but he's not that great. Not that great. I don't mind that he's worth the second or the third pick this NFL draft. I prefer Trey Lance. We should draft him. I don't think that we will draft Zach Wilson. I don't see a scenario when we are going to draft Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson scares me. Everyone compares him to Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, who are guys who want to throw like 50 times a game. Zach Wilson wants to run as much as he wants to throw. He's much more of a dual threat in terms of his style, which is cool. But when you talk about, dual threat quarterbacks who have long-term success, look at him, man. He's not that big. He's not that athletic. When he gets in the NFL, he's going to look more like Johnny Manziel than you want to admit. And then you got Trey Lance, who's going to look like Josh Allen. If we're talking about guys who really want to run, I'm scared about Zach Wilson's whole, frame. Compare him to Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond's about the same size, a little bit more athletic, a little bit stronger arm. And he's not trying to run around as much as Zach Wilson. No. He's protecting himself, protecting the ball. He's much more mature. Zach Wilson's like, I can do whatever I want. And yeah, you can do whatever you want at BYU. But in the NFL, you're going to get yourself in trouble. I don't really trust him. I think that I would put Trey Lance over Zach Wilson on my big board. And I might even put Mac Jones over him too. I think Zach Wilson is going to have problems with injuries in the NFL.
Yeah. Just I don't know if you remember first time when we have talked about Zach Wilson, everybody was like they fell in love with Zach Wilson.
I do remember. You didn't like him at all.
And the first thing that I said about him that he had some injuries with his throwing shoulder.
Yep.
And when he wants to run the ball as much as he does, he will have some more injuries on his throwing shoulder. I'm pretty sure. And
what did Kyler Murray hurt this year?
One more time, please.
What did Kyler Murray hurt this year? His shoulder. To me, Zach Wilson is like Kyler Murray light. He watches Kyler Murray highlights. He says, I want to do that too. And he does his best to do it at BYU, but he's not fast like Kyler Murray. He doesn't have an arm like Kyler Murray, and he's going to get himself. Kyler Murray gets in trouble playing like Kyler Murray. What's going to happen to Zach Wilson? Also with Kyler Murray and guys like Lamar Jackson, they have success early on. What's Kyler Murray going to play like when he's 34? Is he going to be good when he, you know what I mean? You're trying to draft a guy that's going to be your quarterback when he's 37, the way that Big Ben was, not just a guy who's good for 5 years. So I don't know about these dual threat quarterbacks. That's how I view Zach Wilson, a dual threat. And the thing that's cool about Trey Lance, he kind of plays like, I know he runs a lot, but he kind of plays like a quarterback who's mobile, not a dual threat. He checks down, he goes through his reads.
He's a pass first quarterback.
I think he's a pass first quarterback too.